Hey everyone, you read the title. We're gonna talk about wolves. Not like, I know there's several species of wolves, but we're gonna mostly talk about the gray wolf or the Canis lupus, which I hope I'm saying it correctly. Now, the reason why we're talking about wolves is because in movies or TV shows, they show them as like monsters or way more dangerous than they actually are. They are dangerous, but they're not like monsters. For example, the movie The Grey, which I recently watched. It was a pretty good movie. I liked it. I liked everything about it. But the wolves there are depicted as very like a monster. Like, I don't know. Like, look at this and look at this. That's kind of different. Alright, so let's learn some things about them. Now, family. They work like a regular family, a real life human family. Once they find like a mate, they are with them until death. But when I say death, I don't mean like once one of them dies, the other one finds a new mate. And now for their cubs, they're with the pack until like they're older or mature enough to go, if I'm correct, find another pack or create a pack. So yeah, it's not like a hierarchy like against like an alpha, and then it goes like this, like a triangle. Hope I can put an image of a triangle, but more like a family. The oldest ones get respected by the younger ones. But for these packs, they can grow up to 30 members, which is humongous. But some of those 30 members, they're just there temporarily to look for other packs. One fun fact is that the father can adopt other cubs from other fathers and making them like their own adoptive son or daughter. So parents and older than parents, wolves do most of the hunting. Meanwhile, like the older siblings do mostly the babysitting the cubs. Now, you can just see from online how they look like, the beautiful fur, beautiful, nice, beautiful animal. But now, like, the female wolf can grow up to 4.5 to 6 feet, which is really big, and that's from nose to tail. But the male wolf can grow up to 6.5 feet, including that, plus their senses and their high IQ and their ability to stalk and prey for hours, which makes them excellent hunters. So these gray wolves usually like eating like elk, bison, or deer, and usually when they hunt those large mammals, they usually go in packs, and attack from one side, kind of like teamwork, they all work together. But sometimes they also like eating fish or birds, and finally also some fruits and plants. Personally, what I think about wolves is that they're really great creatures. Sadly, they're getting endangered because of hunting, people putting anti-predator campaigns, their habitat is getting destroyed, and usually the main cause for what I think is of hunting is because the wolves get involved in this destruction of livestock, which the farmers don't like, so they hunt down the wolves to attack. I'm gonna link below official Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife, what they say to do when you encounter a wolf. But what I read from online was, first you had to stay calm, of course. Don't do nothing like sudden movements. Stay calm. And then stand your ground. Don't run. Stand your ground. Make yourself look big. Big as possible. Maybe like take off your book bag and just, lift it above you. Also, don't make eye contact because, well, that's a sign of aggression, or you want to fight the wolves, which you don't. So, honestly, because who wants to fight a wolf? And don't shout, but speak firmly, like, firmly, and try to stand your ground as much as possible. While wolves' attacks seem very, like, they may happen to you any moment, they're mostly avoidant of you. They might avoid you because they're not used to humans. So if they are curious, they might get closer, but, they're just going to avoid you at all costs. Reasons why people might get attacked, though, is because the most obvious reason is rabies. Every animal that has rabies almost attacks humans also. Raccoons, the possums get rabies. All those other animals, squirrels, I guess. Other reason is defend their young, which is valid. Like, humans also defend their young. Every animal will defend their young because in case like someone gets too close, it's natural thing. This also reminds me to remind you guys to, even if an animal seems like it's doing nothing, it doesn't harm humans, like let's say a bison's eating some grass or something, don't approach it. They may seem friendly, but they're wild animals. They will attack you if you do something sudden or you approach too close. Just keep your distance, take some photos from a distance, and just walk the other way. Don't approach any wild animals. So yeah, guys, this is about wolves. I would love to see a wolf. I never seen one in real life. There's this is not related, but I want to see an Andean fox, which is like from Bolivia. And yeah, maybe I'm gonna talk about other wolves in the future, but there's like a main mix of what the main things wolves do, how they are, what they eat. So, you can comment below and maybe I'll do it. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, which there I post some of my maybe fishing, maybe hiking things I do. Recently I've been trying to get a northern snakehead fish and I couldn't catch any, but don't give up. The reason I want to catch them is because they're invasive. They say to capture it, and you know what you gotta do. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to get warned by YouTube, but gotta get rid of them forever. So that's pretty much it. Hope you guys have a lovely day, and remember to touch grass.